Hey Valley, welcome back from Thanksgiving break. Today on VMS TV, we have a story about a Valley student who refuses to let an accident in a batting cage get in the way of his love for baseball. We'll ask you to invent your own elective class, and our Magic Window segment is all about holiday gifts. So sit back and relax, Valley, because VMS TV starts right now. Welcome back. On the Friday before Thanksgiving break, all of Valley's 6th graders participated in a huge event called Surviving Early Man. Modeled after the Survivor series on CBS, the 6th graders competed in teams while experiencing what it was like living so many years ago. Special thanks to the 6th grade teachers, parent volunteers, and web leaders for making this day so successful. On our last broadcast, Oceana Lopez talked on the Magic Window about plastic pollution and how it is endangering the lives of sea creatures. Here's a clip from our last show.
So while I was researching more about plastic pollution, I learned that more than 73% of plastic is ending up in our water and affecting our sea life.
Sadly, last week a giant whale washed ashore off the coast of Indonesia. Scientists discovered plastic bags, plastic bottles, 115 plastic cups, and more than 1,000 pieces of string in its stomach. This is sad proof that plastic in our oceans is killing innocent creatures. Changing topics, our first story is about one Valley student who continues to love the sport of baseball even after a very scary accident. Darby Lee is the reporter.
At any baseball field is where you'll find Ben Lopez, a 6th grader who has been playing baseball for most of his life.
So this is Chase Field. It's pretty much where I spent the first 8 years of my life.
Ben already has a goal that's set for the future.
Absolutely. I want to go to college on baseball. I want to get out of college on baseball and get as far as I can.
Normally, a baseball is thrown towards a player by another player. In Ben's case, something entirely different happened.
We were at this thing called 5-Tool Performance Academy, and we hadn't been using the batting cages or pitching machines or anything. We just went in there to pick up the baseballs. And when I was picking up the balls, I heard a click behind me, and I turned to look, and the pitching machine had somehow turned on and launched the ball into my eye.
Lucky for Ben, the condition of his eye wasn't as bad as he thought it would be.
I was probably most scared of losing my sight, and I almost had to get surgery, but thankfully I only had to get 3 super small stitches.
Just when Ben thought things couldn't get any worse.
I happened to be right next to a fence, and I just turned and started to walk, and there was a bolt sticking out, and the bolt just sliced my knee.
It did. Although Ben cannot play at the moment, he is still there in spirit and supporting his team.
I've gone to the games still and just watched in the stands, and it's really hard to just sit there and not do anything.
Hope you can get back on the field soon, Ben. Reporting for VMS TV with photojournalist Zuzu Gerskin, I'm Darby Lee.
Thanks Darby and Ben for sharing your story with us. Valley Middle School is known for its strong elective classes. In fact, it is unusual for a middle school to offer as many elective choices as we have available here. But we thought we would challenge you with this campus camera topic. If you could add one more elective to the schedule, why don't you dream up the perfect class? Here's what you came up with.
An elective where you learn how to cook.
I would invent kind of like a new art class where you could kind of pick what you would want to do, like sketching or drawing, instead of just doing like one plain idea. You could do whatever you want.
String orchestra, because I want to do string orchestra. I like beginning orchestra, but I just want to do string orchestra. I would choose a soccer elective because I love soccer.
I'd probably invent an elective that was like a rock and roll band with like a set of drums, guitar, bass, and a singer.
I would probably do an archery club because I like archery and it's fun.
I would probably invent a phone elective where you get to go on your phone and create other websites and have fun. We should design an elective class that makes everybody happy and everybody becomes a leader and nobody feels left out.
Art and music together.
I would do basketball because it's my favorite sport. I play it and it's a good teamwork sport and I'd really like that.
With the holiday season in full swing and Black Friday out of the way, we asked Magic Window reporter PJ Rodriguez to give us a sneak preview of some of this year's holiday gift ideas. PJ?
Thanks, Auburn. I'm here with VMS TV's very own Magic Window, and I'm going to be talking about some holiday gifts for the 2018 Christmas season. So my first idea is a gift card. They go from $10 to $500. You can get them from iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and really whatever you want. And my next idea is V-Bucks. If you like Fortnite, why not get some V-Bucks? They go from $10 to $100, so it depends on what's in your price range, but they can be cheap or expensive. And my next idea is PlayStation VR. They go from $150 to $300, and you have to have a PlayStation to use it, but there's different VRs like Oculus and Vive. And my next idea is PlayStation and Xbox. They're pretty expensive, but it depends on what you want. The PlayStation, I think, has better graphics, but the Xbox is a little cheaper. And my last idea is a drone. This is a DJI Mavic Pro drone, and it goes from $100 to $1,600. It is expensive, but you could probably get them for cheap on eBay. And this one has a camera. It depends on what you want. And that's all I have for you. I'm going to send it back to Auburn at the desk.
Thank you, PJ. Continuing with the holiday theme, the ASB will once again this year organize activities to help local families who are in need. Let's find out how we can help.
Hey Valley, it's Mike Carlson here with Lilia Cowell from ASB, and tell us about this trash can right here.
So this trash can is where we're going to put gifts for the Carlsbad Christmas Bureau, and basically they're going to less fortunate families that don't have enough money to get their own gifts for their family this year.
Okay, cool. So how do we take part in this event?
So you're going to bring unwrapped gifts to the library and put these in these bins, and just for the less fortunate.
All right, so Valley, you heard it. If you want to take part in this event, bring your gifts and drop it off in the library. And thank you, Lily, for coming on. Auburn, back to you.
The weekend starts in just a few minutes, and we should be moving into our rainy season in Southern California. Late last week, the temperature cooled down, and we even saw some rain during Thanksgiving break. What is our forecast looking like for this weekend? Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Linnea Nelms, and I have your 5-day weather forecast. So this week started a little bit more in the 80s, and it's starting to cool down more 50s and 60s. So here on Saturday, we have a chance of some light rain. Sunday, we have cloud and sun. Monday, all sun. Tuesday, cloud and sun. So as the temperature decreases here in California, so does the chances of having a wildfire, which have been an issue for us. That's all I have for your 5-day weather forecast. Let's send it back to Auburn.
That brings us to the end of our show, Valley. We'll end with one more look at VMSTV's PSA on the Chromebook P3 Tip app. Remember, if you see something, say something. Have a great weekend, Valley. Bye!
Have you ever heard something?
Seen something?
Read something?
And you just get the feeling something isn't quite right?
Maybe you know someone who is depressed.
Or unusually angry.
Or being bullied.
Or being physically harmed at home.
Or what if you view a threatening message on social media?
Or hear somebody make a threatening statement that could bring harm to somebody or to our school?
How do you get help?
How do you do it anonymously? The bottom line is that if you see something, you need to say something.
And this is how. On your Chromebook, open up the Google browser. Go to the very top right of the screen and click on the P3 Tip app icon. And then select Submit a New Tip. Select the United States, then select California, and then select Carlsbad. From there, you can choose the type of tip you wish to report. Bullying, drug use, abuse, threats against somebody, or even against our school. And if appropriate, you can anonymously upload a screenshot, a photo, a video, and even a document.
Remember, the report you file is anonymous.
The TIP app is monitored 24/7.
Immediate life-threatening emergencies require you to call 911.
The P3 Tip app can get help for people who are crying out for help.
And it can save lives. If you see something, say something.
If you see something, say something.
You have a voice.
If you see something, say something. If you see something, say something.